Hey, what's up? It's Valar. Hope everybody's doing awesome, having a great weekend. Today's video actually is going to be about Umbral Enchantress. She's part of the fusion, which I'm not doing. For Gruptuck or Gerptuck Mossbeard, Umbral Enchantress and Catacomb Counselor were the prizes for this for me because I wanted to keep them, but I never was able to pull them again. But we had to sacrifice him, I believe. It might have been for Rhodos or somebody, but this guy's not good enough for me to care, and I'm just going to skip fusing him. So the other thing too that I wanted to go over with this is her build, and I'm going to show her in three different spots. I'm going to show her in Faction Wars because the Demon Spawn Crypt is open. My Demon Spawn team is pretty weak, so it's going to be mid-level Faction Wars. And then also I'm going to show her in campaign farming because she's actually a good campaign farmer. And then I will also show her in arena. So for those that haven't really taken the time to look at her and see what she does, I did fully book her too. So she's fully booked right here. She has attacks one enemy, damage increases as current HP decreases. So she hits harder as her HP goes down. This is pretty cool. Attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance, which is buffed up to 100, placing a block buffs debuff for 3 turns, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. So she can block buffs right out the gate, which is really cool if you were to get her like super, super fast and super accurate. I don't necessarily have her built that in game, so I'll show you what I'm working with here in a second. But she does have a good build. So then she has another AoE on her A3 that's an 80% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 2 turns. Places unkillable buff on this champion for 2 turns, and block cooldown skills debuff on her for 5 turns. And the block cooldown skills debuff cannot be resisted or blocked and cannot be removed. But it does get removed after every wave. So she's huge in trash mobs, but this is a 5-turn cooldown. And then I'll show you what masteries I have on her. I wanted her accuracy to be high, so I went with the Eagle Eye mastery and kind of went down the support tree to get her accuracy high enough. Some turn meter reduction and stuff, small turn meter reduction with Evil Eye and Eagle Eye. And then Laura Steele to get some extra, I think I have speed artifacts or accuracy artifacts on her that actually get a little bit of a bump from that. I went the offense route because I did want to pick up some damage. So I went the Stoke to Fury because she puts debuffs on herself. Now, it's not a whole ton of debuffs, but it's 4% for each debuff on this champion and stacks up to 12%. And then I just kind of went down. I wanted to get some crit rate, crit damage on her because I did build her to do a decent amount of damage. So let's actually show you the build. I put her in frost gear too because you're going to want her to get hit. So I figured that adds some extra level of annoyance and tankiness where she's provoking people. And when she's provoking people, she has a chance to lock them down with a freeze as well. So I have frost and accuracy gear on her. We'll go over that in a second. But we'll look right now at her total stats: 37,000 HP, 3,200 defense. I would like to push this up a little bit more, but this is what I'm working with right now. So, and I love she had 205 speed. I'd really love to get the crit rate higher, crit damage at 229. I'd actually love to get both those higher, and 368 accuracy. So it's a pretty good build. It's got a little bit of room for improvement, but I still like it. She's still good. So crit damage gloves with double roll into defense and a little bit of crit rate on them. HP chest, and that had defense and speed. I was trying to get her speeds up too. Might be better to have a defense chest on her, but this is what I put on her right now. Speed boots with some accuracy, defense, and crit rate and crit damage. Pretty nice. Attack. The weapon is always attack. Speed and triple crit damage roll on this. This thing's pretty damn nice rolls on that, actually. Triple speed that rolled on this. Defense, flat defense, but whatever. It maxed out. That's why I noticed that, but it's still flat defense. Accuracy, crit rate, but triple speed roll on the helm is pretty nice. Double crit rate, speed roll, a little accuracy, crit damage. So pretty nice build. Pretty good stuff. And I'll show you her accessories here too. Double defense into a defense ring. So that's pretty sweet. I put a crit damage amulet on her, a 6-star, that had some accuracy and resistance on it. And then I put a 6-star accuracy banner on her. Accuracy banner on her too. That does rolled triple HP, excuse me, and got a glyphed up a little bit there too. So that's how I have her built. She's at level 59 right now. I'm going to take her in alone real quick here into campaign. Now she has about 10 to 20 seconds, and because of my crit being relatively low, like crit rate, it depends. Sometimes it actually gets 10 seconds, sometimes it's 20 seconds. Depends on how much she goes for. So I'm just going to show her. She doesn't have an aura, so it's kind of annoying. But she's actually a good campaign farmer. So hopefully she just nukes that wave down there. And she didn't crit enough. So that's actually what happened on that one. If she crit, it would have actually been a heck of a lot better. I may take her. This one's going to be about a 25-second run, I feel like, because this is actually a bad run. And then I may take her in one more time to show it. About 20 seconds, actually, I think it'll be here. So, yeah, 20 seconds or so. 21 seconds. So, 21 seconds, that was a bad run. And I'm trying to 60 her. I think one more run will get her there. So, let's hopefully do another one. Maybe we can beat 21 seconds on this one. There we go. She almost nuked the wave down. Not quite. She nuked the wave down there. 30K plus across the board. And then this one should be probably, well, I guess it's going to be about 20 seconds again, too. So, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe a couple seconds less. No, not about the same. Yeah, 3 seconds less. All right, she's max level now. She's good. She's not god tier campaign farmer. I have Queen Ava, and she does like 7 or 8 seconds for me, so I'm not going to use her for my campaign farmer. But that is a use for her. So if you don't have a great campaign farmer, you can get a good build on her. I mean, nothing wrong with 18 to 20-second campaign farming. That's actually pretty solid depending on what you got to work with. So now Faction Wars is actually open. I saved a couple keys. My demon team is not very good. So I'm like at level 5. I'm going to go to level 15 and just show it in there. Can't beat level 17 yet, even with this. But that's because of the other people around them. But she does provide so much crowd control with this. It's so good. So we'll just let it run through and see what happens. And then I'm going to run her in a couple arena battles and then kind of see that aspect too. So she locks down the whole wave right there. The whole wave is provoked. And Prince Kaimar can reset everyone's cooldowns too. So it's pretty nice because she can do that ability. Her ability to do the provoke too that I really like about it is a little bit different than some of the AoE provokers in the game. Like I like Molly Tankard, but her provoke is just like it sets the provoke. I don't think it attacks. Umbral Enchantress's provoke actually attacks and it hits pretty hard. So you could get like 20, 30K pops, plus you're provoking the wave too, which is really nice. So hopefully she has it off cooldown and you'll see it again right here. Yep. So there, she had it 13K pops, but provokes the entire wave except for one of them, it looked like. And then has frost gear on too. So now she could potentially freeze some of these people when they're hitting her. So the rest of your team is actually going to be able to like hold up better. I mean, I have a level 50 Allure in here. It has no ascensions on her whatsoever. So and a level 50 Nezana that I don't think has any ascensions either, actually. So again, my demon spawn teams, leave a little bit to be desired. This is the hard wave, but every single wave we got to, we were able to do it where it timed the provoke at the beginning of each wave, even though she has that long cooldown on there. So it worked out great. And Arbiter is provoked, so she can't do her res. So that's nice. So there you go. 1 minute and 29 seconds. Nothing wrong with that. That's actually my best time on that one, too. So you can look at her damage. Like, she actually did this. She did the second most damage next to Drexstar Blood Twin. And that's pretty good, actually. So pretty good damage that she did right there. So we will take that, and then let's actually show her do some arena battles. Now, let's see. I'm going to refresh here. That's a little bit too easy. This team might be tough, actually. This team might be tough. I'm gonna do this team right here, so we'll see. I'm actually going to take out Hegemon, lose my advantage a little bit. And then we'll see what happens. I didn't want to put Hegemon in there just because I want to show it in a more fair aspect. Now, she's going to go after Trunda, I believe. So Trunda potentially could nuke everybody down. But, okay, it wasn't really a great showcase of what she's doing there. I'm actually going to run a 3-person team, I think, and just take Trunda out for a second so I can show what Umbral Enchantress does here. So we'll go back in, and maybe we will place it. I don't know if I could beat this team 3 people. It might be a better test anyway. So we're gonna run at least this battle, maybe not. If not, just another one more too. So, and we'll get everybody frozen, not frozen, but stunned. Okay. So at least Harvest Jack is still up and Apothecary is still up. So now we can stop his turn meter boost and stop him doing all the fears on us if we get provokes. And we got provokes across the board. So, and then he did a hit on her and got frozen. So if you put her in Frost Gear, you get an extra benefit out of it. I really like Frost Gear as far as being on like a tanky type hero goes. So that's actually really cool. So we'll just run it on auto because it looks like it'll play out pretty well. This is just gold 4. You can use her. I'm sure you can get some value out of her on platinum and everything, dude, depending on different teams you're going to run. But I just wanted to show her in a more realistic aspect that like is a good build, but it's not such a god tier build that like rarely anybody's going to even have the chance to actually build that. So this is actually still a pretty good build, but I feel like it's a little more achievable. So that's going to be it for the video. Just wanted to keep it short, do a little spotlight on Umbral. Thank you so much for checking it out and the support. Please do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everyone who's watched any of my videos and has actually supported me along the way. So thank you very much. I'll be back soon with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Cheers.